Meteorologist Pete Mangione with your live Pinpoint Doppler 12 Futurecast.
Good morning, everybody. We have some positive and some negative with this weekend's forecast. Let's start with the positive, shall we? Live Pinpoint Doppler 12 is dry. It will stay that way for the entire weekend. So places like Colt State Park in Bristol, which you can see in high detail right here, will stay dry, but make sure you bring along the jacket if you're walking there along the water. Weather headlines break down like this: a dry but cool weekend on the way. The breezes stay busy, and the 50s will hold off for most of the week. Optimistically, I'm putting some 50s in the forecast. I'll let you know when, coming up in just a few minutes. First, though, I do want to focus on those breezes. Now, we're already getting a little breezy down towards the block, around 14 miles an hour, 13 miles an hour in Newport with some stronger gusts, and around 9 miles an hour in Providence. Here is what those winds are doing to the feel-like temperature, the wind chills. It feels like 11 with the breezes in Smithfield, 13 is the wind chill in Providence, at 13 in Newport, 15 on the block. How about 5 for a wind chill in Worcester? Worcester, often not a very pleasant spot when we have the wind and the cold. In Providence right now, we have the sunshine, so here's a positive. We get the blue skies today. Temperature is 23 degrees. Again, that wind chill, not that pleasant. Make sure you bring along the jacket if you're going out for an early morning walk or maybe taking the dog out for a walk. Satellite pictures showing mostly clear skies overhead. We actually have some snow showers popping up in northern New England, so ski country, perhaps a little bit of additional snow today. Ski country staying open for quite a while. No reason for them to close other than staffing issues because it'll stay cold with another storm possibly on the way midweek. High pressure in control off to the northwest. That will press down the cool breezes today. And the good news with the storm track is that it takes all the storms way down to our south. So we're talking D.C. may see some snow today, but we'll stay well north of that. The problem when the storm track is down to the south is that it also allows the colder air to filter in, and that's the situation for today. So with the breezes, the actual temperatures will feel like they're in the 20s and 30s for most of the day, or that's what the feel-like temperatures will be. The actual temperatures close to the 40-degree mark, but I think the majority of the day we are in the 30s. So bottom line, bring along that jacket and the shades. South Shore temperatures right around the 40-degree mark today. We'll go with 40 degrees in Narragansett, Jamestown 40, 41 on the URI campus, winds between about 12 and 17 miles an hour. Could see some gusts up to around 25 and an occasional gust up to around 30. Northern Rhode Island temperatures upper 30s, low 40s, Chepachet 40, Coventry 39 degrees, Pawtucket 39, and West Warwick a high of around 40. And for eastern Massachusetts, we'll see temperatures in the upper 30s and low 40s as well, with mostly sunny skies. We'll see some fair weather clouds blocking out the sun at times. Now notice, not a huge difference between our coastal locations and inland spots today. That's because the breeze is coming in over the land. When that occurs, it often creates similar temperatures between the shoreline and the inland spots. So that's what we're going to see today. For this evening, mostly clear skies. Still a little on the breezy side. Not as windy as this afternoon, but temperatures tumbling fairly quickly into the upper 20s after around 10 p.m. or so. 7-day Futurecast brings in another chilly start tomorrow morning. 43 for Sunday afternoon. Could be a few extra high thin clouds, especially along the South Shore tomorrow. At this point, I'll leave it mostly sunny. On Monday, we're at 44 degrees. Tuesday, 47. Wednesday, 47, so not quite at the 50-degree mark. Wednesday night to Thursday, some showers are possible, even a few snowflakes. We'll keep tracking that storm for you. And the timing on that storm is still kind of all over the place. That one could end up being a Thursday into Friday system, so just stay tuned. We'll keep you updated on that. And then on Friday, optimistically, I have 50 degrees. So it does look like we warm things up, just it takes a while to get there. Temperature, or normal temperature around this time of year, is 50, so you can see well below normal for the next several days. WPRI.com is the place to go for all of your latest weather updates. So, again, not a terrible weekend. You just have to get used to that cold weather, even though it's spring. Not necessarily feeling like it.
I'm keeping my fingers crossed for that warm-up.
That helps. I mean, every once in a while when I cross my fingers, magically it gets warmer. So, you know, keep doing that.
What happened to the 73 that we had, what was it, last week?
That was amazing, wasn't it? One week, people out there in T-shirts. A couple days later, we had snow.
What happened?
Very changeable weather.
Thank you. Now for a look at what's happening this week.